Hello, everybody. Welcome to my live. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm perpetually 1 or 2 minutes late every week. I'm very sorry. I was having a couple of last minute technical difficulties trying to make sure my lens was clean. And then I forgot to turn my phone off, so stuff like that. Anyway, here we are. It's Tuesday. I hope everybody had a lovely weekend and a nice Mother's Day. It's a beautiful Tuesday evening here in San Antonio, Texas. When I was driving home from work, there was hardly a cloud in the sky. It was beautiful, blue and sunny, gorgeous, although it was a little bit hot, 93, but I'm not complaining. I love it. Hi, Pam. Pam says it's rainy in North Carolina. Yeah, there's been a lot of rain in the past week. I think we're going to get more, on Thursday. All right. Hi, Lisa. Hey, thank you guys for sharing. I appreciate it a lot. Do I look a little foggy? I don't know if it's the lighting in here this time of day. We'll see what happens when I turn my camera around. Okay. So this week, I thought would be a good week, hi, Renee, to go ahead and make some masculine cards, right? So we just finished Mother's Day. Father's Day is a few weeks away. I know, Renee, right? That's what I thought. I felt like I look a little bit foggy. We'll see what we can do. Pam says her son was in Texas last week and he hated it because it was probably hot, right? Or was it stormy? I don't know. Some combination of the above. So anyway, masculine cards, right? We need Father's Day for grandfathers, fathers, uncles, husbands, brothers, everybody. And then, of course, we always need masculine birthday cards. So we're going to do some of that tonight. I think it's going to be fun. And that way we can get all our stuff and get our cards made well in advance of Father's Day. All right. So I guess let's do the share contest first. And thank you guys for sharing. I see you guys sharing out there. I appreciate it. You know what, Pam? We have a different road system out here that took a little getting used to. But after living here for a while, I really think it's a brilliant system because all these roadways have access roads and there's turnarounds and it's a little confusing. And you have to be careful you don't go wrong way don't go the wrong way on the street because they're all divided. So I get what your son's saying. It's a little confusing. But now that I'm used to it, I love it. Okay, so what we were giving away, actually we weren't doing share contests, we were doing a comment contest. So all you had to do was comment on one of my videos, either on Facebook or on YouTube, and I entered you into the contest to win a prize. And so this week, I was giving away the 2024 to 2026 In Color Shimmer Gems. Very beautiful. These are currently unavailable. Hi, Lois. And so the winner this week was Wendy Bastian. So congratulations to Wendy. Wendy, if you can message me or email me your address, I'll get these in the mail to you. I'm trying to be better about remembering to get them in the mail right away, as opposed to walking away from my stuff and then a week later being like, oh shoot, look what I just found. Okay. I'm going to give away this week Adhesive Back Sequins Trio. This is a great set of sequins. I think I was going to give this away once before and then I couldn't find it, but then I found it. So let's give that another shot. So I'm going to give this away. All you have to do is comment. Just comment on my Facebook page, my business Facebook page, or on my YouTube channel. All right, and thank you guys for your comments. I love your comments. I love spending time with you guys, and thank you all, everyone who shares too. All right, let's turn the camera around, see what the picture looks like once it's turned around, and get started on our fun card making live tonight. All right, first of all, let's hit the right button. Okay, I think it's okay. I think that's pretty good. I'm not going to mess with it anymore. So I don't think it's as foggy. I don't know. Maybe it was partly what was in the background with the sun coming through the window and everything. Okay, so as you guys can see, and do I have a graphic for this? I'm not sure. Oh, I do have a graphic for this. Okay, I want to just talk briefly about the starter special. Okay. This is just such a great offer that I just can't not mention it again, because if you're not a demonstrator, but you'd like to join Stampin' Up. And by join Stampin' Up, you don't have to like do anything. You can just sign up for the starter special and then never do anything, buy anything again if you want. But look at all this free stuff. You get $82 in the in color products, right? So there's 4 different sets of in color products you're going to get. Plus, you still get to choose $125 in projects of your choice for only $99 plus tax. Free shipping. You'll get catalogs. There's other little things you get in the kit, the starter kit. It's a great way if you're just starting out stamping. This is great because you get these beautiful colors. You get 5 stamp pads, everything you need to start stamping, right? And then the $125, if you think you need help picking out stuff, just call me. I'll be happy to help you through. You know, I would recommend picking a bundle. Pick a bundle so you get a stamp set and a die set. If you don't have a die cutting machine, maybe you start with the small machine. The one we have right now, we're back to the white one. Hold on, let me get it. It's across the room, but it's not a big room. So I would start with this small little, because it's not going to do everything, but you'll be able to do a lot of dies with it, right? So you can't do the bigger dies, you can't do the embossing folders. But if you're cutting out a bunch of small dies, it's just a great way to get started with very little outlay of money. So if you just want to dabble in it, try stamping, it's fun. Okay, so it's fun to be on a team. Again, you don't have to do anything. If you want to do anything, you know, you'd also be on my 2 uplines teams as well, which is great. So there's card swaps, there's meetings, there's all kinds of fun stuff that you can do. Anyway, if you want any information, call me, email me, text me, message me. Here's just a kind of an up close and personal look. You get the 5 in color stamp pads, and Stampin' Up stamp pads are just really nice quality stamp pads. I love them. You get a set of the 5 in colors in Stampin' Right markers. You get a pack of the cardstock, and this is the in colors. And does it say how many are in the package? 20. So there's 5 in colors. You get 4 sheets of each. And I didn't open this one yet, but you can see the little rainbow colors right there. And then you will also get a package of the in color designer series paper, which again, you can see the rainbow colors, which just has the patterned paper. So you've pretty much got everything you need. I had a couple of people join my team this week. It's a great deal, so welcome to them. The second person is actually in progress, picking out some things. So that's great, and I'm happy to help with that. Okay, I want to show you guys a couple more things before we get started, if you don't mind. Yeah, window. You guys are saying it's probably because of the window. I agree. Maybe I should close my shades when I do my lives. I'll have to think about that next week. Okay, paper pumpkin. If you, paper pumpkin, this is the one we had from last month, right? We've got a new one that started that you can order. It's a great way, again, to get started, to make some things. Paper pumpkin comes with a stamp set. It comes with a little Stampin' Spot. It comes with some dimensionals, some glue dots. It comes with different things every month. Some little punch outs. So it just makes really, it comes with envelopes that, you know, are pretty fancy a lot. So this last month, does it say what the name? Delicate Wings was for April, right? We're in the May one now, but April. So these are some of the cards, which I think are really beautiful with the paper pumpkin and the envelopes that match. Can you guys see this, or am I too low? Let me move this out of the way and show you the cards up a little bit higher. Very pretty with the envelope. And then this here, I'm always here for you. So I thought that was a really pretty paper pumpkin. So I wanted to just briefly show you that. And then the kits. We're doing 2 new kits a month now, and the kits are super fun. So this one is called, I think this was Hello Hollyhocks. Hello Hollyhocks. And this is a no stamp kit. So no stamping, you just have to punch and put it together. Look at these beautiful little glittery little dots you can put on there, these little mini glue dots. It has the instructions, all the punch outs, again, envelopes. So here's the cards from this set, which I think are really pretty. And I think the set's only like $14. And I think you make 3 of each card. So you make 9 cards. And I love the colors, really pretty, right? Aren't these cute cards? I think this is a really nice set. Okay, and I'm just going to show you one more set real quick. So sometimes I get things and then they just sit in the box, right? Because I'm busy, I'm working, I'm doing Stampin' Up, I'm doing all kinds of things, right? So Thursday night, I was just like tired. I was like, I don't feel like doing anything, I'm tired. So I actually just sat in front of the TV and made some kits. And they didn't take long. I just made one card of each because I just wanted to kind of dabble in all the different ones. And they didn't take long. So this one is really cute too. This is City Sights Kit. And you're going to make 4 of each of 2 designs. And, you know, being from Chicago and the beautiful city skyline there, I just thought these were really beautiful cards. And you can see there's a little texture on the envelope, so the envelopes are decorated and pretty. So that's another choice. This one does come with a stamp set. So there is a little bit of stamping. Let me see if I can find it. This is a little stamp set that comes with, which is, who doesn't want a Skyline stamp set, right, to have? It comes with these cute little dots that are metallic. The Pebbled Path ink spot. So I just thought that was a really, another really fun kit that I wanted to show you guys. Okay, this week, let's start getting to our projects. We're doing Take to the Sky. Now, I think this is fun. I like the airplanes. I think these are good for anybody. Yeah, they're just fun, right? You don't have to be an airline pilot or, I mean, just planes are just fun in general. So here are some of the samples in the catalog that they've made. And this is on page 37 in the catalog. We've got this designer series paper, which is awesome paper in beautiful colors to make some things with. The stamp set, the die set, which I'll show you. And these industrial trinkets, which are awesome. So here's the cards we're going to make tonight. I've got You're the Best, Plain and Simple. Happy Father's Day. We're going to do this Flying By to Say Hi card. We're going to do this Happy Birthday card. We all need masculine birthday cards. So we're doing that card like that. And then this one I thought was fun. Who remembers gliders, right? So this is just a little treat holder. And there's a little glider in here. So you could give this as a little gift to somebody. Just a fun little gift. This I just put to my friend flying by to say hi. This would make a great party favor or just, you know, a fun gift for somebody. If you order the kit this week, I will include one of these in the kit so you can make. I like you guys to be able to fully make the projects. So I think it's going to be fun. And here's one that I assembled, which is, and you know what? These fly pretty well. Now I crashed mine into the wall. But it still held up pretty well. I want to take it outside and really take a look at it, right? And see. And there are different patterns. I don't know. They're random patterns that come with it. But I just thought, okay, that's fun. That's cute. That just makes a nice little, quick little handout gift to somebody, right? Or if you have male friends at work that you just want to, you could do a little happy birthday or whatever and just keep it in your desk. Okay, let's get started on our projects. Adventurous Sky is the name of the stamp set. I'm in love with these clouds. I think these are the most beautiful clouds. I just think they look so pretty stamped like that. This is a really interesting stamp too, which I did not use. It's kind of, you can see, it's got like riveted. So if you did that like in a basic gray or something, it kind of looks like metal rivets. But I didn't use that one, but I pretty much used, I think I used all the rest of the stamps tonight. Here are the dies that go with it, and these dies are also pretty fun. So we're going to stamp and then die cut some things. Here's for the clouds. There's 3 different planes you can stamp and then die cut. Here's some propellers. This is the little banner that goes behind one of the planes. And then if you just want to do a die cut plane, it's a 2-piece die for that. And all of these will fit through the mini machine. So there's that. All right, so for the first card, the only other thing I used, hold on, I'm having trouble. Oh, I see what I did. Okay, let's keep these handy. Okay, the only other set I used then is the Countryside Corners dies, and I just used this little one on the inside just for the sentiment, okay? All right, let's get out our pieces. Hold on, I need to get a drink of water already. I feel like I've already been talking a lot. Non-stop and really fast, right? Okay, so copper clay, fun color, right? Masculine, nice looking color. We're going to start with a card base that is our normal card base. So this is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Our card's going to go this direction. For the inside, we've got 5 1/4 by 4 basic white, and then this little strip of 3/4 by 4 of the DSP from the set. And I showed you that in the catalog. Do I have it nearby? Hopefully. Of course, as usual, mine's all cut up into pieces, right? But these are, look at these great papers with the planes and nice designs. These tags I did not use. It's hard for me to use tags when I'm doing a class because I only get 1 or 2 in a package. So it's hard for me to put it in the kit. But these are really awesome tags that are easy to cut out. And then you have these other pieces that you can cut into pieces and use these. So I did not use this sheet. And there's almost like a map on the other side. So lots of fun papers. I need to start cutting my papers and putting them on a sheet so I can see them all at once. I just need time to do something like that. But anyway, that's the designer series pack, which is fun. This piece that matches is going to go on the front too. And this piece I believe is 5 1/4 by 2 inches. Okay, so let's just put a couple things together to start. And this is just going to be the inside. Now we're going to add one more thing to the inside, but we'll just start with this, just so everything's out of the way and not getting ink on it. So there's the start of the inside. And you know what? I should have stamped first, because what if I mess up the stamp and I've already glued it? Then we're going to be taking stuff apart, right? What was I thinking? Okay, so this little layer is going to go right here. And there's no reason for us not to put that down right now. Okay, just like that. Okay, then we're going to layer up another pieces. So this is another piece of the Take to the Sky DSP. And this one is 4 inches by 3 inches. Okay, nice easy measurement, 4 by 3. It's got those same colors in it and some of the smoky slate. So we're going to frame it in the smoky slate, which is 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. So we're just going to put that like that. Oh. Now, before we put that down, we're going to add a little bit of ribbon. And so I'm a little bit behind. Things have been really crazy busy, and I have not had time to take out the old, put in the new, and go through everything. I've done some of it. I did it with my stamps and my markers, and I've done it with, I think, my gems, but I haven't done it with the ribbons and the stamps and the dies yet. So I ended up using this, which I thought was beautiful, but then I was like, oh, wait, that's retired. But if you get the kit, I'll put some of this in there for you so you'll have it. And maybe you guys have this already. But the color was perfect. I was disappointed. I was like, oh, yeah, that's retired. Shoot. But anyway, we're using it. You could use something else, too, if you wanted to, or just not put the ribbon on. Either way. So I'm just going to put a little bit of seal on the back and then just wrap this around the front. And I want it to go maybe about right here. Yeah, I try never to use retired product during my classes because you can't get it and use it then. But yeah, I need to spend some time in here and do the work. Okay, so it's still a little sticky on the back, which is fine because we're just going to pop it up now right in the middle of the card. This first card hardly takes any time at all. It's super easy. Let's just get some dimensionals on the back here. All right. All right, there's our dimensionals. We'll just pop this up so it's a little bit elevated. That looks good. Now, we have that little die that I told you about, again in copper clay. I'm going to get out my Night of Navy stamp and stamp You're the Best, plain and simple. Cute little pun on words. Gotta love that. And that's going to be this stamp right here. Let me pull it down. So I have a shot at getting in the right spot. Okay. Okay, then the other thing we're going to do is I wanted to stamp and die cut a little plain. So I've got this one right here, and I'm actually, most of the time I'll stamp if I'm going to color in Memento, but I felt daring, so I'm going to go ahead and stamp it in the Night of Navy, and also Happiest Father's Day in here. And so I have this little 2x2 scrap that I'm going to do my airplane on. So it's one of the sizes of the airplanes. So I'm just going to stamp that on there, and then we're going to color it. And let me get my Happiest Father's Day, and we'll do that on the inside. Okay, I didn't screw it up. That's a good thing. All right. So most of the coloring for the planes, I just used a couple different colors, right? So for this one, I'll show you guys up close. All I used was Smoky Slate for the wings, a little bit of the, I used a little light Cajun Craze. I could have used Copper Clay. I actually didn't think about it, but I just used the Cajun Craze light in here. And then I'm just taking, anytime you've got this kind of like clear, windy propeller going around, I used a little bit of Balmy Blue, just like that. So very simple coloring. I'm not doing any shading or anything like that, and I'm just trying to stay in the lines and not get the ink to bleed. So just quickly coloring this, the two wings first. At first, I mean, there's a lot of lines on here, so I was like, okay, what gets colored, what doesn't get colored, what's part of, like even here when we're doing the other wing, it's just a little bit hard to see that your other wing is right here, right? Because it goes all the way across. Okay, now let's get out that light Cajun Craze. And I'm just gonna do the body. This is a very small aircraft. So very little coloring, trying to stay in the lines. Really tough. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get my brush tip to try and get that little tiny bit without going out of the lines. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. And then, like I said, I just took a little bit of the light Balmy Blue, and I'm just kind of, you know, making it go around like by the propeller. Okay, so let me show you that up a little bit closer so you can see how that got colored. Hold on. Wait. Okay. Can you see that? All right. Take your die. It's going to be this little airplane die right here, and just die cut it out so we get the cute little die cut airplane. I'm just going to take just a tiny dab of my seal, and I'm just going to put it in the inside right here. And I think that just makes it really cute on the inside. All right, this is going to get popped up with dimensionals. Right, like that. And then let's get out some of those trinkets. Now, these are unavailable. They'll be back on the 20th. If you get the kit this week, I have enough because I had ordered some. Let me find my glue dots. So you'll get some of these in your kit so you can complete the cards. Did any of you guys get these already before they went on unavailable or unorderable? Excuse me. I think they're really fun. They're really thick though. And I'm using, there's two sides. I'm using the side that's, you can see the texture of that. There's also, you could use this side too, which also is very nice looking too. All right, so I'm just going to take 3 of them and put them at the bottom. I'd rather not do that with my fingers because I can't see as well. So let me just pull this up and try and line these up so they're not super wonky. Okay. All right, you guys, that was it. Easy card, the first one, right? a nice masculine card. I think it's a good one, a nice Father's Day card. All right, I hope you guys like that one. All right, the next one we're gonna do is this card right here. And so let me get out the pieces for this one. This one, I just have the clouds on the inside too. So the, am I adding anything for this one? The only thing I'm adding is this banner right here. And for that, I'm using the Nested Essentials dies, this middle size, like the second from the smallest one, to cut that out. Okay. Here are the pieces. So in your DSP, it's going to tell you what the colors are. And you can see through my little envelope here. So we've got Boho Blue, Copper Clay, Mossy Meadow, Night of Navy, Smoky Slate. Those are the colors that coordinate with the DSP. And it's super handy for them to tell you that, so you know exactly what colors to use. So for this one, we're starting with Boho Blue, 8.5 by 5.5, scored a 4 1/4. This one's going to open this way. We've got this one we're going to stamp on before we put in. This is 5 1/4 by 4, so that's for stamping the inside. We have 2 layers. So we've got 5 1/4 by 4, again, of basic white. And then this DSP is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. So this is just gonna line up on here. And just kind of have that really skinny white frame around it. So let me see if I can get an even border here. Okay. That's good, and I believe we can just go ahead and put that right down on our card base. So that'll go right in the middle. So we have a couple of frame borders. Okay, we've got a good card base going. Now, the other pieces you're going to get. So we decided this is for the inside. We have the banner that we're going to stamp our sentiment on. Then, I don't know why I have 2 pieces in here. Either way, you just need one of these to stamp. So we'll take the bigger one and do our stamping on that. Okay, so we've got that. We're going to do die cutting. So I've got 2 pieces for die cutting. I've got Copper Clay, Smoky Slate, and I think these are 4 inches by 2 inches, and then just a little 2 by 2 of the silver. And let me show you what we're going to do. When we do the die cutting, we're going to do the body of the aircraft in the Copper Clay. So put that through your die cutting machine. Take this one in the Smoky Slate. That's going to be kind of the outside of the plane. We are going to do the propeller in the silver foil. Okay, and it cuts out 2 at a time. All right, so let's see what we have so far. We've got this piece. We've got this piece right here for our plane. And we've got one of the silver propellers. So I've got those die cut already. So I can move these things out of the way now because we've already done that. And put them back before they get lost. Okay, so let's do our stamping. So we're gonna do some clouds and we're gonna use Boho Blue for that. There's 3 different cloud stamps. We've got the bigger one first. So these we're going to die cut. So I'm just going to randomly just put these on here. Okay, so that's for die cutting. Now for the inside of the card, let me take a look because I kind of want to do it the same way. So let me just set that up. So I'm going to do one at the bottom in the big right about here. Okay. All right, let's get the medium one. That's this one right here. I'm probably stamping kind of low for you guys. And this one's going to get die cut. And then I'm going to put one right about here. And I think that's all I did for the medium. All right, small one. I'm going to do 2 of these because I think I used 2 on the front. All right, and then on the inside of the card, oh, look at, hold on. What am I doing? I'm smudging. I'm going to have to get that off. And I think what I'll do is let me just add a little bit here. Add a little bit here. We'll try and cover some of that up. We're going to add one about here and then add one about here. Okay, so we've got our clouds. I can still get that off, these little tiny pieces with my what do you call it? Sand eraser. All right, hopefully I'm not inky anymore. Let's get out copper clay. I'm sorry, Cajun Craze. I don't know why I did everything in Cajun Craze when the papers were copper clay. I'm not regretting it. It's fine. I'm just saying, I don't know what happened and what I was thinking. All right, so flying by to say hi. All right, hold on. I'm getting myself inky because I took this off. I'm going to clean this stamp off. I was trying to get everything ready last night and did not clean my stamps as usual. All right, flying by to say hi is going to go right here. Okay, and then on the inside of the card we did happy birthday. So let me clean that one as well. Sorry, I'm just reading, oh, hold on, I just want to see. Oh, I'm reading about the ribbon holders, nice. Just reading the comments. All right, I'm gonna put this right about here. Okay, that's the inside, except for the couple of smudges I need to clean up. These get die cut. So we're just gonna use the dies and die cut these. So there's our pieces for that. And I think, did I just, on this one I just used the 3. Okay, so that's ready. I think we can assemble. Let me find my eraser and just work on this for a second. I just want this to go away. There's one. Let me get rid of this other one. A little more. Okay, I think that's better. All right, let's put the inside in. Okay, and then let's work on building the outside. All right, so I'm going to assemble my plane first. I'm going to add a little bit of glue. Before I do that, let me just see how this is going to line up, because I want to know what parts am I going to put the glue on. And you could also run this piece through with an adhesive sheet, right? So I'm just going to put some glue, it looks like on the bottom parts and the wheels and this part right here. Before I do that, I want my wheels to be black, so I'm just going to take my wheels and color them, and I'm just going to use a Stampin' Up marker, or you could use a blend or whatever you have if you have a Sharpie, and I'm just going to go ahead and color, just make the wheels black. And to me, that's just, rather than die cutting something else, I'm just going to color them and call it a day. Okay. All right, let's get things, let me get my glue going. All right, I'm bumping all kinds of stuff tonight. Okay. All right, usually takes me a second to get this moving. All right, and we said we were going to do this part. Right like that. And then lightly, I'm just going to put some little dots on the wheels. And then a little bit right here. And I think we should be good. That should hold it pretty good. You could do this plane in all kinds of different colors, right? All right, let me get the wheels lined up. And the nose, I think that's pretty good. I'm gonna let that just dry for a second. We can put our clouds down. You know what, let's put the propeller on too if we're gonna have things dry. So I'm just gonna put a dot of glue here, or you could use a glue dot. And just put our propeller on. And I'll just have it face that way. All right, let that dry. Let's put our clouds down, and I'm just gonna put these on with some seal. So I'm gonna put one across here, and the kind of fat one across the top, right about here, and then we'll put the other one just right there. So we've just added a little bit, like another layer of our clouds. Okay, let us put some dimensionals on our plane. And we're going to angle this up towards the sky. We never want to angle our plane down, right? All right, so right about here, flying in the sky. Very good. All right, now I thought it would be fun to add some streamers to our sentiment banner. So I'm just going to add a whole bunch of seal. And I'm going to start by using a little bit more of that retired ribbon. You could use any ribbons, right? Anything you've got there. Silver, white, blue, anything you have would be good. So I'm just going to put these down like this, right on top of here. Okay, then I'm going to add some of the white ribbon, that white diagonal that goes with the petal pink. So I'm just going to get a small piece of that. Was this on back order too? I feel like this one is also on not available. Let me add a little bit more on top of here. And then we'll just kind of put this one maybe here and here. Okay, and then we're just going to add a little bit of the silver trim that goes with the gold, so the gold and silver trim. So we just need a piece of this, and then we're just going to trim them all up once they're glued down. So we'll put those kind of on the outside. And I'm just kind of going around because I've got kind of a lot of thickness going on here. So let me just put it, okay. Not that pretty from the other side, right? Okay, so let's add some dimensionals. And I'm gonna start by taking a couple of just the skinny ones because I want to kind of layer them up a little bit. So I'm just going to put a couple of the skinny ones on here and then put the thick ones over it because otherwise I've got a really lumpy banner. So this here, and then I can put one more here. And then it's kind of sort of the same. I'm going to take these off and then we'll trim our ribbon before we put it on the card. Everybody stick where you're supposed to, please. Okay. That should be good. It feels super sticky, so that's good. All right, I just want some angles on our ribbon. So I'm just going to kind of trim it up a little bit. It's trying to get away from me. And that one looks, those are pretty good. I'm not going to mess with those. And then I'll just do little snips on these. And then let's just put it down. Kind of at the same angle. Okay, there we go. I think that's fun. Now, I didn't want to get too blingy, but I do have these adhesive backed metallic gems. And okay, they're a little blingy, but they're also a little masculine because they're like rivets or something, right? So we're going to use them. Why not? So I'm just going to take, let's get a big one and put that right here. we'll use, I think I used 4 of them on the cards. I'm just kind of randomly putting them around. We'll use 2 and 2. 2 big ones, 2 small ones. I think I'm running out of putty. I'm gonna have to refill it. All right, you guys, that is it. Card number 2. Let's pull it out. There we go. Too bad the propeller doesn't spin. Now you could do that if you wanted to, right? If you put a brad through it, but it'd be a little bit tough. I think we wouldn't want to mess with that too much. All right, look at it, it's a little bit on an angle. It's okay. All right, card number 2. Okay, you guys, the next one we're gonna do is this one here. This is a happy birthday card. And I was trying to, this one's got the medium one. I was trying to show you, I like to show you like all the different papers, all the different stamps, some of the dies, just so you get a variety of different ways to use the product. So on this one, we're using a little bit different color scheme and some of these other papers. And we're gonna stamp again in color. We're gonna use the little banner, which I think is fun. All right, let me put a few things away here because I'm making a mess. All right, here's the pieces for this. And I'm sitting, what do they call it now? Crisscross the applesauce on my chair, so I need to not do that because my legs are falling asleep. All right, Mossy Meadow card base, 8.5, 5.5 score to 4 1/4. I've got 5 1/4 by 4 for the inside. And the inside, we're just keeping real simple. I'm just putting a little bit of a border, okay? So for that, I've got some DSP, one for the front, one for the back. So this DSP right here is 5 1/2 by 1 3/4. The one for the inside is 5 1/4 by 7/8, okay? And they're both going on some Night of Navy cardstock. So this is 5 1/2 by 2. And this piece of Night of Navy cardstock is 5 1/4 by 1. Is that that's not the same? No, that's not the same size that I said for the other, is it? No, I think I said the size is right. Okay, so these are just gonna get bordered and put right in the middle of here, edge to edge on the sides. So we've got that one. And we'll do this one here. And you can see that's the opposite side of the other paper that we're going to use. All right, this one's just a tad long. Okay. All right, so let's finish off the inside. Okay, just like that, super easy. So we're gonna start layering on the outside. I've got 5 1/4 by 4 of this beautiful DSP. I think that's a really pretty pattern. And we can go ahead and put that down. All right, then we're gonna take this layer and put it right across the middle. And I do believe I put some dimensionals on that so it would stick up a little bit. So let me get that out. I think it's time for a new sheet of dimensionals. Hold on. Let me get some new ones opened. If you're getting the starter kit, put some dimensionals in your starter kit. You got to have some dimensionals to play with for sure. And they're very inexpensive. I think they're like $4.25. And you get, look how many you get. You get 3 sheets, and there's a lot of them on there. Plus, you can use the edges. So, got to have dimensionals as a basic. How am I so blue? So inky. Okay. All right, that's kind of our foundation for the card. Now we can go ahead and get our other pieces ready. So in the kit, I've got this little strip of white paper and also just this scrap of Night of Navy. And then we would take the dies. This little banner goes right on the white like that. And then this cute little die like this goes on the Night of Navy. And so I do have those cut out already. So here they are. So we've got that and that, and we're gonna stamp on that. So let me put these aside. And then the other thing I have is this piece of basic white. So we're gonna do our plane and our clouds on this one. Okay, hold on, I need to get a drink for a second and take a look at the comments. All right. Okay, so let's start by doing the clouds again, right? So we want to do a set of clouds. This is the one I did an extra cloud on. So, and everything on here we're going to die cut, so it doesn't matter where we put it on our sheet. So large, medium, a couple of small. I think my boho blue is really juicy. I probably haven't used it that much, so it's pretty new. And a couple of those. Okay. I think I've left enough room for our plane. Now this time we're going to use the medium size plane, which is this one right here. And again, I'm going to be daring and do it in the Night of Navy. You could do it in Memento if you like. I just wanted to kind of stick with the navy color. So I'm just going to do it in Night of Navy down here. And we're going to color that. We're just changing up the colors a little. We're using Smoky Slate again and the Balmy Blue for around the propellers. But this time, instead of Cajun Craze, we're going to use the Mossy Meadow. Again, with this one, I'm not doing any shading. It's not that big, so I'm just trying to keep it simple with the coloring for this. And I think it looks fine like that. So again, just with the wings, with the Smoky Slate. I think my watch is telling me I need to stand up. Yeah, not happening right now. Okay, the other wing part comes off over here. Okay, and then I did use a little bit of dark Smoky Slate for the wheels. I wanted the detail of the wheels to stay there, so I didn't want to use black. So I just took the dark Smoky Slate and just colored those in a little bit. Okay, the base of the plane, we're going to use light Mossy Meadow. And again, not getting too fancy with this. And I don't think I did the whole front of it. It's kind of weird when you're coloring over the lines, right? Because you're like, am I supposed to color that? But yes. And then the legs to the wheels. Okay. And then just the tail back here. You guys hear that car go down the street? Sometimes cars go down the street really fast. So Monday night, it was like about 11:15. I was just falling asleep. And I heard this god-awful noise out there, screeching and all kinds of stuff. So I actually came, it's out this window right here, and also the family room windows are on the same side. And a car had come by really fast down that street and had flipped over and had slid across upside down on the roof. So it was pretty crazy. I watched for a little while with the police. The police were there pretty quick, so I was like, oh, were the police chasing them? What happened there? And, you know, of course, there were 6 cop cars. There were 2 big fire trucks, the ambulance. The person was fine, according to the police, because I heard some people talking that were out there, and they had asked, and the person was fine, thank God, but kind of crazy. Not your everyday occurrence. Okay, that's it. Super easy to color, right? Then we're just going to take the dies and cut out. So we've got clouds, 1, 2, 3, 4 clouds, and we've got the medium airplane. All right, we can finish putting this together now. All right, I want to start by doing a little bit of gluing. So let me get this. Oh, wait, we didn't stamp yet either. Let's do our happy birthday in Mossy Meadow. Let's see. Hold on, I have to move it further, a little bit further down. Okay, happy birthday. Now we can do a little bit of glue on here. And the road behind us is not very big, you know what I mean? And it's a dead end. So there's not a lot of traffic that goes down there unless you're trying to get into the subdivision, either the one across the street from us or our subdivision. So there's not a lot of traffic, so it's kind of weird. Okay, so we've got that ready. We're going to put our airplane on with some dimensionals. Oh, wait, let's put clouds down first. What am I thinking? Clouds first, airplane second. All right. Let's get some seal. You could also use liquid glue. I'm just lazy and like to do everything fast. So I'm just going to use this. All right. I put this here. We're going to cut that other piece off. The fat cloud down here. Another cloud. Oh, this one didn't actually get any adhesive. Right about here. And then we're just going to layer one more right over here, like that. All right, let's take our scissors and cut that off. Okay, there we go. Now we've got a better background. Our airplane's going to go like here. And then I'm just going to take a little glue dot and put it on the end of this. Lift that up. And then I'm going to put a couple, I've got this ready, but I'm going to put a couple of mini dimensionals, which let's put 3. And we'll put our banner on. Close that off. All right, I feel like this is a little bit tricky right here, but let me take this off of here. All right, so I want to put this on the back of the plane first, like that, and then we can just string the banner kind of going down like that. And that's not very straight. There we go. Does it have to be straight? Well, it kind of should be, right? If it's got a little lag on it. Okay, just like that. So I used some of the industrial trinkets again, which it looks like I have spilled all over. Hold on, let me get some of this ribbon out of here, because that's what's causing part of the issue. So I've just got 3 of these. And should we put these upside down? Let's see what they look like the other way. So we'll put one right here, The other two here, I don't know, which way do we like them better? We like choices, right? Choices are good. Okay, card number 3. What do you think? Good masculine card? I think so. I think it's fun. I like it. All right. We have one more project. That's going to be our little glider project right here. This one's super easy to do. Okay, so for our pieces, I've got them right here. Not that many pieces on this one. So we're going to start with some basic white cardstock. And this is 8.5 inches by 6. So I just took my 8.5 by 11 piece of paper and just cut it off at 6 inches. I scored it at 3 and folded it over. Okay, super easy for the outside. I also took a little punch. Just use whatever you have. This isn't even Stampin' Up. It's just a little punch I got on Amazon. And I'm just going to punch this out right here because I want people to be able to see that, hey, there's something in there you need to take a look at, right? There's something to pull out. Okay, so let's take a little bit of tear and tape and we're just going to put it on the 2 sides. And I'm going to try and get it pretty close to the edge because I want enough room in here so my glider fits. It has enough room. Now I could just tear this, but sometimes I'm too messy at that, so I'm just going to cut it. And then we'll put this piece right here. Yes, we can go ahead and tear it. Okay. All right, let me make sure that's pressed down, and then we'll just pull it up. And we're just going to close it up. Easy breezy, and we have a container. Super easy. You can see we're going to take one of these little gliders and just slide it in right here. Let me open this up a little bit. Just like that. Okay. All right, let's decorate it first before we put our glider in. So now I have a piece of also the DSP. Look at these cute little planes on there. And this is a piece that has almost like the rivets again. So this piece right here is 7 7/8 by 2 3/4. Really weird measurement, right? So that's just going down flat. Super easy. And we've just got our white border going up to the edge, just like that. Okay, so we have a nice little background. Okay, so also, again, I used the Nested Essentials dies. I used a bigger one right here, the second largest one for a banner, and we're gonna stamp on that. And then I took the second largest shape right here, and I cut some of the DSP out of that, all right? Because these aren't part of the bundle that we're using, I will die cut these for you. So you'll get this piece already die cut in your kit if you get the kit. So that's our little background for there. Okay, so I'm gonna just go ahead and put this down. And that's gonna go right about here, a little cloud background, super easy. Okay, so we're gonna use the stamp that we used before. I just need to get it lined up, and we're gonna do another airplane. So, this is the stamp that I used before, Flying By to Say Hi, and I also want to add to my friend. So, let me, because I didn't clean my stamp, this is messy. Ugh. Okay, now let's see if we can line that up so it's kind of straight. So to my friend, Flying By to See, and I want to leave a little bit of space because I'm trying to use a little space on this. I think that's pretty straight. A little space on the banner, so there's not too much blank space on there. So we're gonna do that in Night of Navy. And I'm going to put a little bit because we're going to put a little linen thread. So kind of towards the bottom, leaving a little bit up here. All right, this time I'm actually going to use Memento ink to do the plain, and it's going to be the large image. And that's because I am going to do just a little bit of blending this time when we color. All right. Okay, before we color, let's just get a little bit of linen thread, and we're just going to tie a little bit around here. So I'm just going to go around here. I think I went around 3 times, just kind of crisscrossy. And just tied a bow. I'm not that good at tying linen thread, so I usually have to just tie a knot first and then tie the bow. Otherwise it gets super loose, and you can see it's already getting loose. I need a 3rd hand. Okay, now I can just kind of make that a little bit wider, and then I'm going to tie my bow. If I can pick it up. I've got like rainbow ink going on my fingers now. Come on, get through. Hold on, my nails are way too long. It's time to go get my nails done again. Okay, that's it for that. Let me just trim a little bit of this part off. Whoa, and I just kind of untied my bow. Okay, I'm gonna pop that up. Let's try and fix this a little bit. All right, 1, 2, 3. This is just going to go right here. All right, let's go ahead and color and cut out our last airplane. Let me just try and get my fingers a little bit. Hold on. My baby wipe's starting to dry out already. All right, let's color. We're going to go with the Mossy Meadow this time again. Smoky Slate. I'm going to just start with the light on the wings. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of the dark shading. Just kind of where they have the shading. Nothing fancy. I think it just adds a little bit of something. Okay, and then this one goes all the way across. It's easier to color the bigger images, for sure. Okay, second wing. And the last one goes all the way across, but I don't want to get the leg. I'm just kind of going to go this way and stay away from the leg. I'm going to do the wheels again in the dark smoky slate. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do, let me get a little bit of shading here. I'll do the inside of the wheels in the light and the outside in the dark. We'll see if that works out. If I could stay in the lines. Okay, let's get out the Mossy Meadow. And we'll get out the light and dark on that. And then I've die cut one of these already, but we're just going to take that large die and put it through the die cutting machine. Don't you love when there's dies to go along with the stamps? It just makes it so easy. There's another little wheel thing here too, which could be in Smoky Slate, if you are so inclined. And the little... All right, again, going through some of these lines, trying not to be confused here. And then I'm going to just add a little bit of shading and get this other wheel leg. Wow, that's so dark, even though it's the light. It blends pretty well, right? Okay, that's all we're gonna do with that. Okay, and then, so I did Smoky Slate here, and then a little bit of the light, and then Smoky Slate at the very tip again. So let's get out the Smoky Slate one more time. Whoa, and then we're gonna get out the Balmy Blue again. Hold on, I just threw my marker on the floor somewhere. All right, Smoky Slate. Let's get this little wheel and these little parts right here. Okay, just last finishing touch, the Balmy Blue. And we're just gonna do a little bit on these lines here, like that. All right, get your die cut out, your die, and die cut it out. There we go. Pop it up, easy breezy. Now I think this would be another one that those trinkets that would look good on, but I didn't want to put them on because I don't have that many for the card kits this week. So I didn't want to run out or not be able to put it in somebody's card kit. So I went back to this pack of the Adhesive Back Metallic gems, and I'm taking 4, I don't know, I think I did 4 of the big ones. They're kind of like a gold or brass color. I think I used the brass ones. I'm going to use 4 small ones this time. So we're getting to kind of evenly use all of our things on here. And I'm just putting them in the corner. And that'll finish. The trinkets might be a little too bulky for this too. I'm not sure. All right. That was easy, right? So let's put our glider in. This will be a fun little gift. You know, adults like this too. I'm going to go out in the backyard and have a little fun with it. I already had my fun in the house with it, just testing it out. Okay, there we go. Fun little project. Okay, you guys, if you want the kit this week, place your order of $35 or more at my Stampin' Up! Website by Saturday, and you'll get the make and takes for this week from free. Here's the host code. It's CCHVWBAP. I am not going to be on next week. And then the week after that, we're going to come back and do the birdhouses class. So those birdhouse class will go out in the mail by Monday of this week. So you'll have it in plenty of time for when we do, I think it's the 28th that we're going to go ahead and do the birdhouse class. All right. But I will not be here next week live. Here are the cards that we did today. Fun projects. That's it. And like I said, if you get the make and takes this week, I will give you a glider so you can put it in your kit and have fun playing with it. I will also include your project and measurement and supply sheet. If you don't want and I also sell these kits for $20 if you don't want to purchase something from me. All right. If you spend $75 or more, I will also send you an embellishment. Okay. It's a surprise embellishment. If you're on my email list, you'll get this in your email tomorrow. If you don't want to be on my email list, you can just email me and I'll be happy just to send you the one project supply kit. We talked about paper pumpkin already, so I think that's all I have for tonight. You guys, thanks for joining me. It was fun. I love, thanks Lisa. I love spending time with you guys. This is my relaxing, fun time of the week. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. And I hope everybody has a great rest of the week. And I'll see you on the 28th. All right. Thanks everybody. Bye-bye.